What's going on? It's Kerry Hartley, and I am the Millennial Mogul and the Making podcast host, as well as the YouTube channel host, and I am excited to tell you about our Motivational Monday plan today. And as always, I hold millennials accountable to changing the world. So today I got my handy dandy second phone, like Drake had his BlackBerry and his freestyle to keep me along and keep me on path. So today we're going to be breaking down the 4 things I feel like you need to crush it this week. As always, my pastor has been giving us great games. So last week on Sunday, he gave us some great insight on things that we can use to dominate the next decade. 4 of those things that I took away, I want to share with you. I think these things are essential for you crushing it this week, no matter what day of the week it is. And just to also acknowledge all our veterans, and I just want to thank you sincerely from the bottom of my heart on behalf of any company that I've been a part of, as well as myself as an individual. Thank you for all that you do in serving our country. So let's get right on into it. I'm going to unlock the infamous second iPhone until I can find a better way to get my notes together. But we're going to tackle the 4 things you need this week to crush it, no matter what you're doing, no matter what industry you're in. These are things that are going to challenge you, push you a little bit harder, but I know with enough work and enough mindset and all of the focus that you need and us holding each other accountable, you can do anything you want to do with this. So number 1, you want to master your mood, right? This is the first thing you should check. When you first wake up, what's your mood? We all know we wake up on one side of the bed or the other, and depending on which side of the bed, you're going to take that energy with you for the rest of the day. So when you are in a position to really just lock in, understand what mood you have, that's huge, because you don't want your mood to master you. You want to master your mood. You can choose what mood you're in. Now, yes, we can't control all the factors around us, but what we do when we react to those situations is what's going to determine what mood we're in. So something negative happens, right? Now, I'm not saying all of the extremes, but just normal things. Like here in Atlanta, it's like the capital of, I would say, Georgia. I know Florida has some great drivers out there, but people will cut you off and people will drive your nerves in traffic. Now, your mood from that is obviously going to be your choice. Why? Because something happens, you can react. We're human. Stuff is going to pee us off sometimes, right? But what we do after that is what determines our mood for the rest of the moment. So, hey, someone cut me off. Man, that was really unfortunate. But then again, what can we do? Find something positive in the moment and say, I choose not to take this with me for the rest of the day. Number 2, the second thing you can master is your mind. And this goes right back to the mood, right? Your emotional state, but also your mind. Things you can do to master your mind, I truly believe, and what I've been trying to work on and implement in my life is number 1, quieting it, right? Now, for your mind to master you, that's a real situation that you don't really want to be in. So what you can do is start to quiet it down. I've touched on this before. Learn how to meditate a little bit, 5 to 10 minutes, even if you're spiritual. Like I like to meditate before I pray. Just give myself a little bit of time, clear. My mind's constantly thinking all the time. It's super analytical. I like to look at everything from different angles. Sometimes I even like to look at numbers a lot of times. All of that running around in my head, it doesn't translate well to my relationships or even just my business, like being present in the moment. So I have to take time, quiet, I journal, but really take this time and find peace in it. Like for me, I try to find gratitude. I like to get grateful in that moment and just be thankful for everything that's going on. Thank you for this, thank you for that. Just finding reasons to be grateful. That can help you set your baseline for your mind. From there, what you fill your mind with. So for podcasts, looking at interviews, who do we speak to? Who can we get around to learn, pick up game from? That helps you master your mind too, because you're telling your mind, you're feeding your mind. And just like an athlete, right? We are going to do our best game ever. This is the Super Bowl, this is the World Cup, whatever. It's the last game in the final series, in the World Series. But what does your coach always tell you? You are what you eat, basically, right? It starts with the nutrition. It starts with getting good sleep. But right now, we're talking about our mind. Your mind is the same way. It's going to be what you put in it. What do you feed your mind? That's huge. Like, I love reading books. I love getting the opportunity to listen to people that just give me more game. I watch YouTube videos a lot. That's helpful. But again, you also want to master your mind by putting a lot of that stuff in. You want to know what to do with it, reflect on it, meditate. Quiet your mind so you can you can really comprehend everything. The third thing you also want to do is you want to master your mouth. This is a big one. Our pastor challenged us And it's like, again, so we have this situation in traffic, someone cuts you off, you don't want your mood to be thrown off, but also what comes out of your mouth is a huge indicator of what you've been feeding your mind. So of course, we won't like pick on people in traffic, but anything, right? In business, you get a super bad day. You're not making sales, or whatever industry you're in, you may have a headache from a customer situation, because we have no bad customers, right? Something happened. Now, immediately, you want to say something that's going to really show what's on the inside. You want to know how to master that. You don't want your mouth to get you in a situation where you lose things, like lose opportunities in your business, lose opportunities in your church, lose opportunities in school, lose opportunities just to be a good person. Because your mouth can really be a strong indicator of what you've been feeding your mind. And mastering your mouth also means what we do on this device here with our thumbs, because we're commenting and we're putting out our opinion and we're really stating our brand, and like as our pastor said, we're keeping it real. But sometimes, your mouth could be something that you use to hurt other people. And it's just, depending on what you want to do and where you want to go in life, like I say, we're here for consistency. And as Nipsey Hussle said, it's a marathon. So the longer you do that, like that starts to follow you. And everything in black and white, typically it's not too hard to pull up. Now, the last thing you want to master out of this is mastering your momentum. That's what's keeping you going. As we touched on before in the other Motivational Monday, like that first domino is what's going to give you the momentum to knock down the 50th one. But if you're constantly on domino number 1, knock down the second one, you go back to 1. You don't know how hard it is to go back to 1. Like when people say your first contract, your first $1 million, your first whatever, to get you going is going to be your hardest one, it's real. Because that first one, you needed all the momentum. You had to start from 0. Even if you go from 0 to 0.001, like if it doesn't look like it's huge, man, that's momentum. You win off of that momentum, consistently moving forward, and celebrating the little steps, like the little point of a decibel that you got is still momentum. You reward that. Thank you. Be grateful. Put your mind back to 1, baseline, keep it rolling, because one day you're gonna have a team. And that momentum that you set forward, if you're an entrepreneur, or even if you're an intrapreneur and you're trying to change things from within another company, which is always really helpful because entrepreneurs need intrapreneurs also. But no matter what position you're playing on the team, your momentum is helping someone else go. Because now they can look to the right, look to the left, and know you grinding at the same pace, or you brought something different. So yeah, I'm rocking with that energy. Let's go get it, right? Momentum. It's also something that goes back to number 1, where you want to master your mood. Momentum helps your mood, because now you're feeling better when you know, okay, I set my goals out 150 yards from here, but even though we just made a little bit of a step, like we made a centimeter, I'm celebrating that. That's your mood. It's going up. Okay, we got some progress. Boom. Soon you might get hungry. You may want to take a yard at a time. That's cool, right? But still be happy that you have momentum. If you move back and some things start to slip back, but you know your momentum is going to carry you forward. Okay, I had to take a couple steps here, but my momentum will keep me pushing forward. Next time we're going to go for 4 steps. Knock me back 2, I'm going forward. We're going to double up. That's how you keep things rolling. So just to recap, 4 things you can master no matter what industry, no matter what you're doing, no matter what role you play on the team, to master this moment, to win today and on for the rest of the week and on from on there, is you want to first master your mood. Number 1, master that mood. Get that mood under control. Don't let your mood be your king or be your queen to tell you what you need to do for the rest of the day. You're in control of your mood. You can choose how you feel. Number 2, now, second thing you want to master is your mind. You want to know what you're putting in your mind, how to quiet your mind, or if you need more motivation, how to motivate yourself, how to go get the momentum yourself by getting around the energy you need to get going. Number 3, you want to master your mouth. We all know how our mouths can help us get into a better situation by what we say, or it can put us in a situation where we hurt ourselves and we really hurt what we're trying to do based off of what we say. So we want our actions to match our words, and we want our words to be from a good, positive place. Representing your brand in the best way. Every brand has its different characteristics that bring forth to the community and your audience. But for the most part, no matter, even if you're in an industry where things start to get a little bit raunchy, if you're a comedian or whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. Basically, yes, I get it. Everything ain't gonna be squeaky clean, but what do you say on a daily basis? How do you speak to people that aren't in the position you are? And that's what I mean by master your mouth. Where nobody's looking, where integrity matters. Not when the cameras are on and you gotta go up there and do what you gotta do, But when integrity really counts, when nobody knows, when you're talking to people that can't do nothing for you, like how do you react? How do you speak? And lastly, mastering your momentum. Because the last thing we want to do is keep going back to square one and feeling like we're losing momentum. No, you grind at that first point, you get that first domino knocked over, and you know everything following that is not going to be easier based off of skill, but it's going to be easier based off I don't have to start from zero again. I don't have to keep picking up this momentum and trying again. We got something going. I'm going to celebrate every small step. I'm going to celebrate all the big wins. That's how you crush it. This has been a pleasure. Again, I want to thank all the veterans. Thank you so much. I hope you are having a great Veterans Day. And thank you all in uniform, that you're helping us and you're building our country up and you're giving us the possibility to be free. I want to thank you. And also, I want to motivate everybody out there to have a great, awesome week. And you have the opportunity to change the world. And I'm glad to be with you millennial moguls. And even if you're not a millennial, I want to thank you because you paved the way for us. And we're here to come together and not break apart and try to make things happen on our own. We know we do more things when we work as a team. So I hope you have a great rest of your week. And also, check out my podcast. Right now it's on Spotify, it's on Stitcher, it's on a couple other platforms. We're working to get it on Apple. I'm trying to get it on their store and get it approved. But our podcast will be also in correlation to our YouTube channel. You can search me up on YouTube at Kerry Lee Hartley. Find us there. I like to post these live videos also if you missed it or if you want to share. And also, like I said, I'm in the comments. I love to talk to you guys. So if you hit me up on a comment or you want to reach out to me, I'm totally available. I'm here to help you as much as I can and to serve you. That's the best way we all can win. So have a great rest of your week. And don't let anybody lie to you. You're a superstar, you're a rock star, you're anything you want to be that's positive out here in the world. And I am grateful to be here with you. So have a great one, and thank you so much.